Alright, this is Karto 1989 for January 2013's BlazeCast. And with me I have Halo Hunter.
6 p.m. is far too early in the day.
Nretsew.
No, 6
No,
a.m.
I meant PM.
early in the day. No, a.m. is far too early in the day.
Yeah.
No, I meant PM.
Well, shut the...
That was meant to be the joke.
And joining us for this month we have Dominic.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Dominic fan, almost as much as Karto, but nowhere near.
Welcome. So yes, Happy New Year, everybody. So first of all, how was all your New Year's? How was Christmas for you lot?
Well, I got an Xbox 360, which was good, and I've been playing Black Ops 2 for the last month. So,
Loser.
yeah, I'm... Shut up. Just because I like killing people over the internet does not make me
You could do
loser,
that with any
okay?
game. It doesn't have to be Black Ops.
Yes, but I only have Black Ops 2, so shut up.
You're going to hate it once you get being owned by 11-year-olds. You do know that.
Well, actually, I'm actually quite good. And that's not me bragging. I have like an 0.82 kill point percentage.
He's playing offline only.
Just average. I'm sure.
Yeah, but at least it's not fucking below average.
I know.
That and I get to troll. That and I can troll people, which also makes me very happy.
Really?
Especially because of the way the regions are done in Call of Duty, I'm always pitted up against Australians, which is brilliant. Oh yes, it's brilliant. Because
Anyway.
I tell you right now, there's only one thing worse than an American 11-year-old. It's a fucking Australian 11-year-old.
I would doubt that very much, but okay. Yeah, mine was pretty much the same as every other day in my life, so let's move on from there.
Oh, mine was alright, I suppose.
What did you do?
Went over to me mum and stepdad's place, spent the whole night there.
He's living the highlight now.
Yeah. Look out.
He doesn't
He
spend
likes
his
to
New
make
Year's
fun
on
of it,
video
but
games.
no, he is pretty happy. Wish I was happy. Okay, so picks
yeah.
of the podcast.
Yeah,
So
so
just because I'm a dick, the K/D ratio is 0.82.
Nobody but you cares.
yeah.
I know.
So okay, I should
And now
just
people online are going to intentionally get you on games just to kill you more.
Yeah, I understand that. Because it's not like I'm hiding myself on Xbox Live. Like you'll know
You're
it's me.
advertising your weakness here.
Yep. They're gonna hunt you down.
It'll be fun. No, I welcome the challenge. Challenge accepted. Bring it on.
You heard him,
Prestige.
folks.
I am prestige level 1, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
Just.
So okay, moving on. So, some updates that came out late last month. We finally finished uploading the Neptunia Let's Play.
I've been following that Let's Play, and I have to admit, it's quite a good game.
The Let's Play, on the other hand, yeah.
Hey!
You
I
can't
just
say much.
enjoy it.
You were only there for like, what, 20% of
I
it?
know.
I was there for like 90% of it.
I was only making a joke.
Yeah. So, I have actually also uploaded that not only onto our site, but also onto Screw Attack.
You uploaded a video to the Screw Attack.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to be starting to upload these podcasts onto there as well, so...
Yeah,
So, if you're watching on Screw Attack, thank you.
Anyone can upload this sort of material.
Yeah, we also did a special podcast for FTA, the Skype Sanctuary.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Where it was just
That was-
basically a random chat about just random stuff, but we had fun.
Well, random stuff as in games, the kind of stuff we randomly talk about all day long anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Also got a lot of other videos back up on the site because we had a bit of a problem. So hopefully things should be sorted out. So finally, we're moving on to the news. Yeah.
Yeah, we need the news noise.
We need a news jingle.
News noise.
Yeah. I should get my guitar at one point and record like a news tune for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dominic.
When I've got nothing else to do, I'll just get the guitar and just go.
Aren't you, Dominic?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said there.
I said you're kind of a musician as well, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When I get the chance to go upstairs and play on the keyboards.
Yeah. Maybe we should introduce Dominic as just a bit more for actually going to include him.
Very got half of that because you're going robotic.
Anyway, since we've got quite a lot of news to get through,
so
because a lot happened.
right. First up, the Idolmaster Shiny Fiesta PSP games may actually be seeing an international release.
I don't give a shit.
Hey, well, they were both for the first time. The Idolmaster series has been trademarked in both the UK and the US, which is a bit curious considering they said that they would never ever release an Idolmaster game outside Japan. So it's a bit weird. Plus, it's
the gaming company says never ever.
Yeah.
I totally believe them.
Plus, it's a bit strange considering it's the PSP games. So
PS3 network would never ever be hacked again.
I am actually really surprised that PSP's lasted as long as it has.
it's because in Japan, the PSP sells so good.
Yeah, and the Vita is still just fucking.
Nobody cares about the Vita.
It just doesn't have any good games on it yet. Like
Well,
they need to like.
It just kind of says something when, two of the games that I'm interested in, one of them is being released on the PS3, and the other one is a port.
You've got a Vita. Karto?
No?
Didn't you buy a Vita?
No?
Oh, I was going to say, if you brought it, you obviously do care, but...
No, I'm not going to get a Vita either because I'm saving up for
How do you beat that?
3DS. I'm getting a 3DS for something that's coming up later in the news bulletin.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I don't even know what it is. I've never seen one. I don't really care.
Yeah.
It hasn't affected me at all.
Exactly.
I have had some experience with the Vita, but it's not much because a friend of mine had one and brought it to school once.
Asian friend of yours?
Yes, the Asian friend.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not a bad piece of hardware in itself. It's just it doesn't have any support. That's the problem. If it had better titles actually on it that weren't Super Smash Bros. Ripoffs, it would probably be doing a lot better right now.
Yeah, because it has Gravity Rush. That looks good, but that's it. Anyway, moving on. After months of me bitching and complaining about Manga UK, they announced something which really shocked me. Black Rock Shooter will be coming to the UK as a DVD subtitle-only release.
Oh, subtitles.
Yep.
Not as if I was going to actually be interested in it anyway, but...
I'm clapping right now. I applaud them.
Yep.
About frickin' time for you guys.
Yes, I cannot believe that.
You're being sarcastic.
No, I'm actually clapping because I'm really happy for Karto.
Yeah.
It just comes off as sarcastic, I assure you.
I just have to... I'm still trying to wonder why the fuck they turned their decision around.
Probably because remember, I think you said originally, because originally they said that they weren't going to do it because they thought it was mostly just to sell figures.
Yeah.
They thought the anime was just a big promotion. But now I think they've actually realised, holy shit, there's actually a fan base for this.
Yeah.
There is profit.
You might not be far off because Manga UK just recently they opened a section in a forum on UK anime, and they actually asked people what releases they were looking forward to this year, and a lot of people said Black Rock Shooter.
Well, there you go. You see, that's what I mean. They must have finally realised. It's kind of like with Hatsune Miku. I reckon once companies start to see the fact that there is a giant, massive fan base for it, then I reckon there's going to be a bit more of a breakout.
Yeah.
However, I still haven't gotten it for myself because in Australia it is, well, in New Zealand it's released in Australia, but I can get it easily if I wanted to. It's still very expensive.
Yeah.
I actually might possibly just wait for the European release and just get that because that would probably be easier to obtain than the Australian release, because the Australian release is like really hush right now.
Yeah.
I've got one. I had one place where I found it, but Firefox decided to wipe all my bookmarks one day. So might you find that link on the chatting at one point.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, moving on. Crunchyroll is now on Xbox.
Yeah. Problems.
Yes.
One, you have to have Xbox Gold. 2, you have to be subscribed to Crunchyroll.
Yep.
Both of the are bullshit. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
So yeah, you need to pay to have a gold account, then you need to pay again in order to watch anything beyond episode 1 of the animes.
Well, no, I couldn't even get into Crunchyroll on my Xbox. It said that I needed to have a frickin' account. Like, I logged in with my account, but it said I needed to be subscribed in order to actually enter the app. I still have the app downloaded in case they decide to change their bullshit. So I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I doubt it, though, but it is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, because I mean, I can understand them. Obviously, because Microsoft pretty much force all the people who make an app to have it for Xbox Live Gold. The only exception being the BBC iPlayer.
Yeah, I can understand, but the thing is that it would be better if it was kind of like the same as Crunchyroll, except because only restrict the major series.
Yeah, I mean,
more smaller Allen series be free.
Yeah, because I think it's because they can't put adverts into the videos.
Yeah.
So they have to find a way to make money off it. So they have to say, okay, you can only watch it with the premium account.
Why not just make you have to pay for the app? That would allow you to get money off it.
Not really.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Because if you've got, let's face it, there's bound to be hundreds and hundreds of people that have a Crunchyroll account, right? Then there's also going to be a large portion of those that have Xboxes. So if you make a Crunchyroll app for Xbox and you make them have to pay, let's say, what's the standard price for an app of this type? Maybe, I don't actually know what the standard price would be, but you get where I'm coming from. There's a market for it either way. So if you just sold it instead of having it free to download, you'd actually probably make more money than
but I think with me, it's the fact that really they only allow you to watch a single episode.
And like I said, I couldn't even get it. So.
Yeah. So I think...
But that could also be when I went to move you on to this conversation. Have you kind of gone on about this for...
Well, hang on. Well, the thing is that the other reason I could have gotten blocked out could have been because those first episodes might be region locked for my country, so it would have been like, there's no point in you logging in anyway, because there's going to be nothing here.
I have no opinion on what you're saying. I might as well not even be here. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Once again, I'm just sat here with... Well, I don't want to be vulgar.
Lucky Star's getting a new anime.
Wait, what?
Is it a new series or just the makers?
It's like the entire...
Wait. It's getting an anime based off the spin-off manga.
Ooh.
I'm sure it's going to be sub.
Whether or not it gets a dub is questionable, considering
whether or not it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're still alive, but in work, I mean.
Yeah. Well, from what I found out, it's not actually going to feature any of the actual main characters from the original show.
That's fine.
It's going to focus on 2 sisters, I believe. That's basically all I can really remember. But I think the main reason they're not going to show any of the original characters is because of the scandal behind Konita's voice actor.
Right. I want to hear more about that, but right now I want to comment. 2 sisters makes it sound like a female former alchemist right there.
Well, since we don't know much about it, I'm not going to draw opinion, but basically, it is a chance for it to be good, but there's also a very high chance it could be very bad.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about the source material, so I wouldn't know. All I know is Lucky Star equal good. Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Yep. Right. Cowboy Bebop is to be released on Blu-ray and finally a proper decent box set, DVD box set, by a new UK distributor called All the Anime.
Creative name, much.
Yeah.
All the anime. All of the anime.
I mean, granted, yeah, it's great to see Cowboy Bebop getting a Blu-ray release, but calling your company All the Anime?
Maybe it's a translation from Japanese and it didn't translate too well. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it is. Like, maybe it sounds cooler in Japanese. It's stupid. I'm sorry, but then again, on the other hand, like you said, Cowboy Bebop, you know, as long as it gets released.
Yeah, for their first release, that's a pretty good series to have.
Yeah, and I might actually look and get in that because I still haven't looked into Cowboy Bebop. So
You poor sap.
I know. I mean, you have to remember, like, I didn't grow up in the time of this era, and
Well, neither did I.
Well, then I'm just lazy.
I still found it boring.
Yeah.
Oh.
I only watched like one episode. I couldn't stand it.
You watched one episode and it just happened to be one of the weirder episodes.
I know, that's the fucking problem. Now I can't go back to it because I think it did.
Watch as the bad scribes their torches and pitchforks.
They're never fine.
Right,
anyway.
Yep. The Neptunia anime has finally unveiled who's actually working on it. And it's actually going to be David Productions, the same people who made the quite underrated Bento and the recent JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Well, that's a pretty good track record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean,
interesting.
yeah, because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is actually doing, even though people aren't really talking about it, it is actually quite good apparently. And Bento's, I can say from experience, Bento's fight sequences were awesome.
Yeah. I haven't watched much from this season, but I'll get into that when we do like a review or something.
Yeah. So, surprise announcement from Funimation. They're going to stream Puchimasu, the Idolmaster web series.
I think you tweeted a video there. I watched that. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I know.
And it's like, I was kind of like, what the fuck is this? But also strangely fascinated.
I know.
Wanting to watch more. So, I might watch it because I think the problem with me and Funimation is they seem to love blocking crap for New Zealand. There's no.
They love blocking crap for anyone outside America.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'll probably watch it pirated, but, you know,
yeah. Well,
it looks really interesting. So
yeah, it's just a bit strange that Funimation picked that up, even though Crunchyroll picked up the regular Idolmaster anime.
Well, blah. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's just a bit weird. Okay, Sony have finally stopped production on the PlayStation 2.
It's
A sad day indeed.
What? Still me?
It is. Yeah, that was my reaction. My reaction was, holy shit, they are actually still making them. Wow. And, well, now they're not, but...
I know.
I thought they just had a really healthy second-hand market with something.
Huh?
Yeah, I thought there was just like a shit ton of them, but, you know...
Well,
But
made
then
me...
again, for a long time, I still did see retailers, like, advertising PlayStation 2s for, like, $200. So.
Yeah, what made me laugh is the fact that they announced this just as my PS2 controllers broke.
Oh.
So yeah, I've had to.
Just right.
Yeah, so I've had to go out and try and find some.
You'll find them. They should be easy to find.
You know, there's just so few of them out there, aren't there, Karto?
It's not that many.
Oh, there's. It's not like a GameCube original controller.
Oh no, it's not as bad as GameCube controllers, but my god, are they a lot harder to come by than you'd think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah, next up, and that's just a little while, just a little while back. Pokemon X and Y.
Okay, let's get. This is going to be the main
Why?
chunk. This is going to be one of two main chunks of this episode.
Yeah.
Now,
Why didn't you tell me about this? I could have looked into a couple of things about this.
okay.
That's really stupid.
Okay, firstly, I am hyped as all shit
Mm.
because this looks
is a Game Boy
really
series.
fucking cool.
It's the next
This is-
entries in the series.
It's 6 gen. It's 6 gen.
I
It's
said
gonna
the
be a
Game
new
Boy
gen.
series.
Yeah, the games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's 6 gen. Oh man. Oh god, this looks so good.
Yeah.
Because 3D, full fucking 3D Pokemon. That's all that really needs to be said about that.
Yep. No more sprites. It's all in 3D.
Given I will say that they look a little bit chibi for me, but I can get used to that though. Like,
Yeah.
you'll get used. I think they're trying to imitate the sprite, like, style.
Yeah, I mean-
but
I
it's
think-
a little bit cringy.
I know, but I think really for the trainers, they need to add in more personalization.
Yeah, and that's actually been that's been theorized actually, because people have been like analyzing stuff that the developers have said in like
Yeah.
blogs and stuff. Apparently, it has been theorized that is going to be in the game, and you can customize the appearance of the trainer, which would be amazing.
Maybe this has already been done, but wouldn't you think that the Pokemon universe would be perfect for an MMO?
There are actually fan MMOs out there, and they are actually quite good.
Yeah, there is one.
That's pretty cool.
Now,
Yeah.
the Pokemon themselves.
I like-
let's start with the starts.
Yeah.
Let's start with the start. We'll work our way to the legendaries. Like, the grass one is kind of meh.
Yeah.
I'm not too thrilled.
Yeah, it's just got a weird looking head.
Yeah, it's not.
Are you talking about the characters who start with these classes? Start with these grass Pokemon, say?
Yeah, the new starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say,
Does it come
I
with
think
a
from what I've heard, it's apparently based off some type of seed. Like, there's a seed that looks like its head or something, but I'm not too thrilled. Well,
Yeah.
we'll have to see what its evolution is in order to make a full judgment. The fox one, on the other hand, looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That thing looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to see where they take that. 'Cause
Yes,
that looks like a
Yes, it's a
pretty
Firefox.
yes. And that is so what I'm going to be naming it when I get my hands on it. Firefox.
And the water one is a frog.
It's okay. It's not bad. It's not like.
It's not an Oshawott.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, Oshawott wasn't too bad either.
Oshawott was awesome.
Yeah, it's no saint, but you know, it's better than the grass one. Let's just
Yeah.
say that it's slightly better than the grass one. And
Oh.
and then we get to the most important thing, and holy shit, damn antlers!
Yes, the new legendary Pokemon.
Oh.
I think someone in like the comment section of the video put it best. It looks like Dialga's aristocratic cousin.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the fancy version of
yeah.
that.
One of the new legendaries is I think it's a deer.
Yeah, it's a deer, or it's based off some type of deer.
Yeah, with huge antlers which look like they've been wrapped in Christmas lights.
Yeah, they look like I said, it's like crystals and shit in them.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ. And that's the X one.
Yeah.
Now, my favourite is the Y.
Yeah.
That thing is apparently based off ravens, and ravens are fucking dragons. So this is gonna be some kind of dragon, and I'm always interested in dragons. So yeah.
So the Pokemon dragons are really well designed in general.
Yeah, most dragon types are actually really cool. And this thing looks like it would frickin' massacre you. Like, it would swoop down, pick you up, and eat you. It looks really intimidating, and I love the crap out of it. Now, in terms of type, I'm thinking for the Y one, it's going to be maybe dark flying, or perhaps it might not even be flying. Because, I don't know, it could be something else. We'll just have to see.
That would be an interesting.
But I'm thinking that. I'm thinking.
Armor rating. the calm rate for your Pokemon, whether or not you kill your opponent, so it doesn't like stun them at the end or something. And then it's like if you're good, you can actually get to like level 100. If you're not so good, you can only get so far, but it's really quick to get there or something. It'll be interesting.
Yes, true.
They should really experiment with all this stuff.
As I was saying about theories on types of the legendaries, I think, I reckon it's probably going to be a dark or something like, because it kind of reminds, the color scheme reminds me of that other legendary that was in the other generation. What was it called? The Zekrom one?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Zekrom. No, you know the one I'm talking about, the fox-looking one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
dark. It's kind of got the same kind of black and red, so I'm guessing it's going to be a dark type. The X one, however, I have no clue. It could be anything, but possibly.
The only legendary Pokemon I actually care about is Celebi, or whatever it's called. That's the only one I actually give a crap about because it's actually really cool, like really well designed.
But judging by the actual look of it, I'm gonna say Steel.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of it reminds, like I said, because the comment guy said Dialga. It does remind me a bit of Dialga, like a little bit. Like I can see just the color scheme reminds me a bit of it. So it could be anything, but I'm leaning more towards Steel. But in terms of which game I'm gonna get, why?
Well, we don't.
Totally.
Have they even announced which one's which yet?
I don't care. I'm buying the game, which has got that fucking thing in it, because that thing is going on my team.
Well, I think as someone pointed out, they have to bring out a third game called Z.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And of course, if you haven't guessed it already, math. X, Y, Z. Yes. X,
3D!
Y, yeah, it's reference to a graph and how there are 3 dimensions on a graph. You've got X. You've got X, which is like the lower.
The dimensions.
Yeah, it's to do with that. Which I think is interesting.
Length, depth, and width.
Yeah. I think that's a very interesting concept to base these games off of. I mean, we've had gemstones and colours, now we're doing geometry, which is actually, like I said, it's very interesting, and I can't wait to see where they actually go with that in-game, because I reckon that could be a very interesting point.
Yeah.
But anywho, we should probably move on.
Yes.
Why isn't there almost like a spore design inside Pokemon? Like you could almost make your own Pokemon.
Yes,
that would be really awesome.
Anyway,
they should experiment a bit more instead of just like fucking getting new Pokemon in roughly the same damn game.
From what I've gathered from, like I said, these developers things that people have been analysing, the Pokemon limit, they're going to go over 700. That's That's apparently guaranteed that they are going to add enough to make it go over 700.
Just go over 10,000.
No, I'm guessing that they're going to add maybe another 150, because that seems to be like the recurring number with Pokemon. I'm only guessing though. Anyway. Okay.
They should be done with that topic.
Yeah. I think it's really time that we move on to the main reason. The main thing we're going to be talking about.
We'll actually be able to talk about with us. Hello, Dom.
Yes, I'm still here.
I was wondering.
And I'm guessing it's the only reason he's here too.
Yep. We all have seen Eddie Lebron's Sonic fan film.
Yep, even I have seen it.
Yeah.
We all have different things to say. So,
generally speaking, I go first because I'm really like sort of under interested.
Okay, you can go first. You can say your piece.
Okay. Well, my piece was I was actually really impressed with the live action portion of the actual film. It was really finely detailed. The actors were quite good. You could obviously see they were kind of under budget, but in sections. But I thought it was a really impressive sort of story they were putting forth, a different sort of look on the whole thing, and like Eggman as a character was really quite different. He was
the actor playing Eggman was really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really interesting.
good actor.
But I just got completely thrown off whenever they got Sonic in it, because I felt like he wasn't really being Sonic. I felt like he was pretending to be Sonic, in that every time he saved people, he says, "Come on, say how great I am. Please say how great I am."
I think the funniest part in that movie was the bit where Sonic is actually flirting with that chick.
Yeah.
Which was fucking hilarious. I loved that.
But what I was saying is that's not really how I would envision Sonic being. It's like,
No.
he knows he's cool. He will stand there and take a compliment,
Well, I
but
think.
he won't ask for one.
Yeah, I think the thing is, they were trying to mix him in with both the Archie version of Sonic and the Sonic from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I think one of the problems is that they're trying to push all the continuities together, which is a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Let's face it, the continuities in all three aren't designed to be mixed in together.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to say bad things about the graphics. Because
Well,
I don't
that's
know
already been said.
Yeah.
That's already been said.
Yeah.
Everyone's already complained about the graphics, but
Yeah. I think
it's a budget movie.
Yeah.
What do you
no.
expect?
Well, the thing is,
Can't complain about it, but
the thing which bothered me about it was the fact that they had people donating for it.
Yeah.
They had, he's clearly put more time. He's done other movies like the Mega Man fan film, which the CG in that was actually quite good. So really, it kind of just comes off as half-assed.
I really would hope that he's gone through many different versions, computer graphics styles of it, and says, "Okay, that one's the closest we're going to get to realistic / animated."
And that's not even good, because my main problem with it is the way Sonic looks. Because it
Yeah.
looks like he's got... The way he looks to me is it looks like he's got numerous amounts of gel in his hair.
Exactly.
It looks like he's just got... Those quills do not look natural.
Yeah.
I reckon if they got rid of that...
And
if they got rid of that, it would be fine.
Yeah, and it's as people have constantly been pointing out. Clearly, the model that they used would have taken more time to render.
Yeah, it would have.
So-
So I would have recommended just get rid of that effect entirely, because the front of his face is fine. It's when you get to the quills that you get the issue. The front of his face.
The front of his face, except for when he opens his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking from a technical standpoint, not from the animation, because the animation for his mouth is horrible. But from a technical side and a looking side, the front of his face is okay, but the quills and the fur just do not look good. And like I said, it looks like he's just gone and dumped his head into a vat of freaking hair gel. And it's does he know that look? You've got people that walk around with hair that's completely spiked like that, and it just doesn't look good on Sonic. I'm sorry. As for the robots are okay, but they do clash quite a bit in the environment.
Yeah, the Gamma model was actually really good.
Yeah.
I don't think we got enough of a good look at the Buzz Bombers to really say anything.
The Buzz Bombers were kind of meh.
Yeah.
The animation of their wings flapping was kind of meh.
Yeah. The Motobugs were pathetic, I'm sorry.
Yeah, then again, I don't think they were supposed to be good, because I think you're not even really supposed to look at them, because it's supposed to be moving so much. I guess they must have taken shortcuts with that.
The warships are good.
The warships are okay.
The warships look actually awesome. I can actually see why that would be an opposing army. Because going back to the story, because I'm actually really baffled about how little resistance the actual humans had.
Okay, this leads to my problem. This leads into my major problem. It's too fucking fast, and there's not enough time to get it.
Yeah,
you can see that there are parts that should be in there but aren't in there.
Yeah.
And I reckon if the thing was maybe an hour and 30 minutes, it would be a shit ton better.
Yes.
Because they would put in, they can make maybe a few scenes of Eggman actually taking over the city, maybe a few scenes of extra context to how he looks
Yeah, it's,
Like,
it's basically what
got-
that's basically what I was kind of gonna get into. It's like they're trying to introduce so much in what is essentially a spec film,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. They've been trying to promote this for ages, trying to build up interest for what is essentially a spec film, not a fan film.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was a spec.
But
In other words, it's basically like a tech demo.
Yeah, but because they called it a fan film, we have to critique it as one,
Yes.
which is
And
so-
because of that, the story is stupid.
it doesn't make any sense because you're throwing one set piece to the other with no context whatsoever. You don't know what's actually going on. It's kind of
because really...
oh, look, it's kind of like, oh, there's Sonic monologuing. Oh, there's someone on a computer screen. Oh, there's some people with a rocket launcher. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, because basically it should have been one of two things. It should have either been like a promo, an idea, like the original video for what essentially became Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was just a collection of really short sketches. But they were really, but that's the thing. You got the idea of what the show was going to be.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe we should let Don speak.
well, I just want to get this out. Or it should have.
He's used to a podcast sort of.
I know.
interrupting.
Or
It's,
it should have been essentially a very simple story in that, Robotnik claims that he's going to take over the world. He does it. Sonic comes in, starts causing a bit of trouble. He talks to Robotnik, who then sends more robots down. Which results in Sonic being able to take down one of the ships, and then says to Robotnik that he's coming for him next. Boom! End of movie.
You just wrote a better story than the movie.
I know.
In like 30 seconds.
That's more better story than Sonic 06.
I know.
Oh yeah.
That is actually something that I said after watching the film, that I actually wanted to go and play Sonic 06 because it had a better story.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking. Oh, hang on. I was talking to Karto about this earlier, about this little Easter. It's not really an Easter egg, but it's something that I found because I'm in New Zealand, and if you look closely, because there's the scenes where the E-bots are at the computer monitors, and there's pictures of an island. That is New Zealand. That is the South Island. Now, here's the funny thing. It's the South Island of New Zealand, and we are supposed to think that this is the South Island of Mobius. So, basically, what this movie is implying is that I live in Mobius, and I am in the South Island. So, yeah. Well, I am. I live in the southest part of the South Island of New Zealand. So, I found that so funny. And the funniest thing is, there are different regions that were like designated as different zones, like Marble Zone, if you notice, and whatnot. Those are different. Those are actually regions of New Zealand. Like, I think Marble Zone was Canterbury, and if you look really closely, each zone is actually a proper region of New Zealand, because there's like Otago, Canterbury, the West Coast, etc. Like, it's so fucking funny. I was cracking up laughing because of that, because it's something that only, like, if you know the geographic of New Zealand, only you would be able to figure it out, which is freaking brilliant. Because I bet none of you figured that out.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not joking. I'm guessing it's probably because they were thinking, we need to find a South Island to use. Oh, why don't we use the island that's called the South Island? Because that's what the South Island of New Zealand is called.
That's what I call creativity.
Well, yeah, it's basically, New Zealand is comprised of the North Island and the South Island. So,
So Dominic, do you want to say your piece?
When I watched it, I was kind of thinking the CGI was off in some bits, like mostly the battles and that's the one.
Clashes.
Yeah, clash with the environment a lot, and like I said, some of the homages to like older material from the Sonic franchise, like the mentioning of Julian Kinterbirth from the Archie comics.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt you for 1 minute? you said CGI. CGI computer-generated image. And
you got me there. You got me there, Chris. Congratulations, you get a medal, you caught me out.
That's it.
There was like other things like the warships. They just looked like they were all ripped out from Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah, but they did seem to be at least given a touch up.
Yeah.
No, I do have to say this about the warships. As soon as we saw the big main one, I went, isn't that the one from Sonic 06?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and I instantly went, oh god, I know where this is going.
Yeah. Cow nipples.
Yeah. It's not the exact same ship, but it looks very similar.
Very similar.
It does, yeah. Which is the problem.
And anything else, Dominic?
Yeah. One little downside to the final bit. Who the hell gave Knuckle a fingered hand?
Yes.
Oh god, I knew this was gonna come
Yep.
up.
Fingers the echidna.
Yeah. It's kind of like, if you're making a Sonic fan film, how do you fuck that up?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you mess that up? I just don't even. I don't even. Like, how do you mess that up?
That's why they couldn't show tails, because most likely you would only have one tail.
Yeah, I'd be like, Jesus. That, or they couldn't, like, get the... Because his tail would have to be, like, fluently moving, like, constantly in order to have, like, the right effect. So, I'm guessing they wouldn't have, like, been able to do that animation. So...
Yeah,
but still...
Giving Knuckles fingers. Why? He's meant to have fists. Like, he's... likes to punch stuff, i.e. boxing gloves.
Yeah, I don't know. This, like I said, it's not. I think this isn't the worst.
Oh no.
It could have been better.
It could have been a crap ton better, but it also could have been a crap ton worse.
That after they finish the entire project, that they're going to go back and make like a mastered version, like extended and better effects and so on.
They should go back, get some more money, and actually make a full-length fucking Sonic fan film that's like an hour. Like
it basically just feels like the opening act to the movie.
Yeah, I reckon, like if you had like a proper hour and 30-minute movie with 3 acts, it would be so much better, because then you'd have so much more time to explain everything and how like.
You thought this was being played in different parts.
What?
Yeah,
I thought this was like one part of what I just saw, and they're going to continue it in like short mini-series.
Nope.
Like, oh, right. So that was the entire thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought they were going to continue and do more. Okay.
No, they're not. So I don't.
Alright. I'm terribly disappointed.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing which I was kind of saying. It's like they bring up plot points but don't do anything with them.
Yeah, but I hope some millionaire out there was impressed enough to give him some money.
Apparently, Yuji Naka was actually saw the fan film and he did actually like it. But considering Yuji Naka was also the person behind Sonic 06, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Yuji Naka is...
I don't want it to invest. He's going to get his filthy claws into that project to make it terrible.
Well, he's an okay guy.
Oh, yeah.
If
he made Sonic 06, he is not an okay guy. He is seriously deserved.
Sonic 06 had other problems.
Yeah.
I bet it wasn't just him.
Yeah, I just have to also point out, like, why did they introduce the Chaos Emeralds into the plot?
Yeah, when they're just introduced in the first scene and they're not even mentioned ever again.
Yeah, it's like you see them in the opening for like the fancy animation, then they just appear right near the end with Robotnik orgasming, going, "That makes 3."
I think the reason
it's 3 of them.
I think the reason they had them at least was to sort of explain why he and he alone was able to like conquer the world's military. Basically, the Chaos Emeralds gave him the power
Yeah, but they don't. But again, they didn't show the Chaos Emeralds at all up until coming near the end of the movie, so we don't know that.
It's like a lost plot there. They still have to have them because they kind of have those scenes already.
Plus, I also have to laugh that right at the start, we have Robotnik apparently destroying South Island. All he does is shoot one missile and call it a day.
Yeah, it's like you expect that to kill
him destroying
himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just fires one missile, then all of a sudden he's in Station Square. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's what I mean about the pacing. It needed like transition scenes. Like it needed to show like a scene of people like figuring out what he's doing and reacting before that scene in Station Square.
Yeah.
Like, it needed to show.
And also, right at the end, why did they do a CG Green Hill?
Now here's the interesting thing. That looks much better than
I know, that's the point.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you had the ability to do that, just CG everything.
Yeah.
It would be so much better.
Those last few seconds, with the exclusion of Knuckles the Echidna, is actually really, really good.
Now here's the other thing. Here's another thing they could do. Not have people in the first place. Just have South Island.
Yeah.
And I don't know about that. The people side of the damn project
really good. Yeah, they were good in places. I mean, their acting with the guns was pathetic.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they were bad. I'm just saying that if they had made it full CG,
yeah, because think about this, Chris. Take the people out of the movie, you would have lost nothing.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But then we wouldn't get the cameos.
Yeah, oh god, the cameos.
I think you should Robotnik as a person as well, in my view.
Well, I think, really, I have to say this about Robotnik. His voice was great.
Yeah. That guy, if they did it in full CG, that guy should have voice acted.
Yeah.
Because that was amazing.
The costume made me burst out with laughter.
The costume wasn't so bad. He needed a bigger mustache and he needed to be fat.
No. I don't have a problem with him not having the long mustache. I just have the fact that we're meant to be taking this seriously. Yeah, he's wearing this bright red top with a small cape.
I think he looks like that's to be one of the ideas behind Robotnik is that he looks pathetic, but he is still.
I know, but they were trying to make this look.
They should have used modern.
Yes.
A modern design.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because you can see that being implemented, like, even if the character wasn't that fat, like, you could easily see that being implemented into a real person.
Yeah.
Like, you could see someone be
I don't think I have a problem with a fit Robotnik. Even if that's what fans are used to.
I don't have a problem with, like, the size. It's just as long as he's a good actor and he looks the part, I'm fine.
Yeah. I mean,
and he did a good job.
Definitely looked the part. Like, I could easily believe him to be Robotnik.
Oh, yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and really, we did kind of just briefly mention it, the cameos.
Okay, the funniest thing... Okay, the first one that I recognised was, of course, the Angry Video Game Nerd, and that was great. I was kind of like... And when I saw... and Brental Floss. But Brental Floss for me was kind of like, oh, yeah, that's Brental Floss, alright. So he was in there. And then out of nowhere, Angry Video Game Nerd, I'm like, oh, it's the Angry Video Nerd. And then Doug Warner came, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here?
And it's like, well, then you have to think about it. All the people who, at least I recognised, aren't really Sonic fans.
Yeah.
I mean, Angry Video Game Nerd is like sort of a man. He's not like hardcore. Sorry.
Okay.
I was going to say,
the equivalent of just throwing a celebrity in there for just ratings, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what.
Yeah.
Because I mean, apparently, Ego Raptor was voicing some of the Gamma robots.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
that's an actual.
Yeah, having them voice the character, because I mean, Stutter and Craig was in there doing some of the newscasts or something like that. It's like that one I didn't mind as much, but it was still a bit off-putting.
Yeah, but having... I love the Doug Walker one, because the look on his face during
Yeah.
the whole thing, his facial expressions were beautiful. I loved the way he looked at that. Especially when Sonic runs off and he's just like, the fuck?
Yeah.
What was that? Like,
And
he didn't
also-
say a word.
Also,
He
did you guys kind of notice that the room James Rolfe was in actually looks more like a living room?
Yeah, it was...
Yeah, I did kind of notice that.
That's kind of,
Oh.
is he recorded from his living room? What's that?
It makes me... It's actually funny, because it's kind of like, you wish there was more of them, just so you could have these moments, like Doug Walker, which was brilliant. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing, he's just got this face of, like, oh, I really, like, why the fuck am I here? And then all of a sudden, the fuck?
Yeah. I think overall it's the fact that if you like it, okay, you like it, but for fuck's sake, think about it.
If you get it, you get it, you know? Like, it's just...
And by the way, saying that, oh, it's a fan film, so it's okay. No, it's not okay. Because there are far better fan tributes to the Sonic franchise online, and they look a crap ton better.
Yeah.
Now,
Cause I mean, there's like Sonic in Doomsday Zone.
Oh,
Yes.
that's fucking... I've seen that. That's amazing.
That
Yeah.
was fucking amazing, that.
I've never seen that. What is it?
It's basically just a 3D animation of Sonic of the Sonic 3 and Knuckles final stage. It's really well done.
It's got good music, too. I love that sound. I've got that on my computer because that's amazing.
Yeah, but that video was supposed to be in 2 parts, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy didn't finish it,
Yeah.
which was a shame, because that would have been amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah, the only reason he didn't finish it because he got offered a job at the company that does all the Mass Effect games and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, good on you, mate. You
Yeah.
fucking deserve it. You deserve a job at BioWare, man. That was freaking great.
It's like, I think overall, the fan film shouldn't have been as promoted as it was. If it
Sure.
didn't have so many people anticipating it, it would have had a much better impact, I think. If it had just been like released onto the internet, not promoted and saying, "Oh, we're going to show it at these big events."
Yeah,
No.
it just comes out of nowhere, just like, hello.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been that bad then.
Would have improved the movie a lot, because I really feel like if they had made sort of Sonic rarely seen, like he saves Finn and he's as quick as the Flash and stuff is, and he's like appears for maybe like 3 seconds on film and then buggers off. But I felt like that might have improved Finn quite significantly.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I will say that Jaleel White did a good job at voicing Sonic, even though it's been quite a while.
Yeah,
It was alright. It was alright. I will say.
Yeah, I got used to it, really.
Yeah. But like I said, it kind of, like I said, the model kind of takes you out of it.
Yeah.
The model takes you out of it quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't like adjust to it.
So
Actually, when I first saw the model for Sonic in a trailer, I knew it was like, no.
Yep.
No, what are you doing? You don't. It doesn't look like that.
I swear, if they had used the regular Sonic model, it would have actually looked a lot better.
Yeah.
If it was just.
I really hope you're going to be showing images in this podcast.
probably
I don't think so, because I mean, like I said, the fan film's online, and there are plenty of people doing commentaries on it.
Yeah, I mean, the very next day, out of nowhere on my subscription box, brain scratching help icons.
Yep.
The day after it comes out, I was just like, okay. Maybe we should do a commentary on it. But then,
I think we've already said our piece on it, so it's like, what's the
Yeah.
point now?
Damn it, we should have. I should have mentioned that earlier, so we should just hold off and just do a commentary on it.
Nah,
No,
because I mean, for, it's just
And how many people? For how long was it made for?
what?
how many people worked on it and how long was it in production?
I don't know, but I think it was in production for over a year.
It's been it's been in production for a very long time. I know that much.
All that for 18 minutes. When,
That's what I mean.
like I said, his Mega Man fan film, I think, was also in production for about a year, and that's over an hour long.
I would have been perfectly okay waiting another year for this. Like if we waited another year and it was like an hour and 20 minutes long and it was like actually a full length picture, I would have been perfectly fine.
Or if at least.
I'm hoping he would go back and make like a master version of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually be okay if he at least made like a second half.
Yeah.
Because then it would be sort of like the Sonic OVAs.
I really felt like that's what he was doing already.
Yeah, it's like the Sonic OVAs. They were both pilots for a possible series, which obviously never got picked up. So really, you could have just done like an episode 1 and episode 2. That was it.
Yep.
It would have been so much better. But yeah, that's basically the. Actually, as I tweeted not long after. Pointless Gun Soldiers, Random Chaos Emerald, Fingers the Echidna. This is the Sonic fan film.
Yeah, I like it. It could have been worse, but it could have been better. That's kind of medium.
Oh yeah. If you like it, you like it, but I think for most Sonic fans, no.
I would have thought it'd be like a pretty
hang on.
most Sonic fans.
My roof is dropping again.
Yeah.
Your roof is dropping.
I don't know.
Roof? What did he say?
I don't know.
I didn't.
I thought he said his roof is coming in.
Maybe he meant router.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, yeah, I would have thought most people would say this film is pretty average. You know, not too good, not too bad for the most part. It's like,
I mean, I overall thought it was meh. It's like it's not outright awful. You can clearly tell that they put some effort into it.
Yeah, they did.
It's just the fact that the end result is just so much of a mess that it's kind of forgettable.
Absolutely. It's almost like an actual demo is what you're saying already of something that should have been put more work into.
Yeah, I mean...
Unfinished. It feels unfinished.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't want to say that I outright hated it. There were things that I liked, like Robotnik and Sonic's voice, but apart from that, everything else was a mess.
Oh, about that, I mean, what backstory was this person actually working off? Because I thought in mostly every backstory about Sonic, Robotnik made Sonic, and Sonic kind of made Robotnik.
No, that's. I think that's only the Fleetway Sonic comics which say that.
Actually, no, it wasn't just the Fleetway comics. There was the original Sonic Bible that was made in America to promote the games.
Oh.
Has that been Redcon then or something? From the games at least.
I don't know.
Anyway.
All I know is my roof started dropping again, even though the person apparently was supposed to fix it. God damn it.
So I think we've pretty much set. Yeah, I think we've pretty much set our piece on the Sonic fan film. So really, I think that's basically it. That's basically it for this podcast. I should also note we do have a season outlook and review on the way. We're going to be recording them in the next few days.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Dominic, I'm sure you had fun.
Yes, I did have fun.
Even though you didn't say jack shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the way with anybody new. It's like they're pretty quiet.
Yeah, I understand you want to do on a podcast, like just say anything. I mean, you still almost said almost the exact same that's easy with much you say, so...
Yeah.
You are now the replacement of Azizi. Congratulations.
Think of, what was her name? Geordie. Think of Geordie when she was...
She said like 2 words and she left.
Today. She actually left mid-podcast. That was how bad it was.
Anyway, oh well.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, so see you next month, people. Later.
Yep.
And goodbye.
Let's go get them hookers.
Too fucking right.